Hello, hello. Welcome to Shading White. I'm Marilyn, and today we have a ThredUp DIY jewelry mystery unboxing for you. Hope everybody's doing great. My name is Marilyn. My husband's name is Barry, and we are resellers. We sell on multiple platforms and bring everything to you first. I'm going to pull this box off the desk and open it, and so I don't hit the camera. The bottom of that box was filthy. Let's wipe that down. Okay, here's the bag. The receipt says it is from May 27th this year. So we've had this one just a little while. The differences with Goodwill versus ThredUp. Actually, I think the only one that puts it in a bag with Goodwill is New Jersey, whereas all of ThredUp, and they're all coming out of Pennsylvania now. All right, so here's our bag. I have my own jewelry on today, wedding bands, a 14 karat gold cameo with a diamond necklace, beautiful piece. I bought this at our local jewelry auction a couple years ago. So the way it works is I do offer these everything at a price. If you are interested, all you do is send us an email to shadingY@gmail.com. In that email, be sure to give us a timestamp. Please be sure to give us timestamps. They are important with a bag this size. So we need a timestamp, a description of what you're looking for, and also your mailing address if you haven't already purchased from us before. And we do once a week invoices on Saturday or Sunday afternoons. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You can pay with any credit card or debit card. Shipping, we do Monday through Friday the following week, and shipping is $6 up to £1. Anything over £1 or outside the United States is based on where you're located and how much it weighs. We do have an August promotion. That is, if you spend $20, you get a $5 credit on your next purchase, and that is good for 30 days, and it's one $5 credit per person. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, we do monthly giveaways. There will be one toward the end of the month for August. And let's just jump into the bag. Hopefully, since this is a ThredUp bag, it has something good. Generally, I always find something decent in these bags, so I have fingers crossed. You know, it's been a stressful week, and going through jewelry always makes me happy, so I am looking forward to it. Okay, that is the doggone cutest bobby pin, and it is so heavy. Okay, it is a bee or a fly. It is brass. How cool is that? I'm gonna say it's a bee. Pretty cool, but I'm gonna say $10. I love that. All right, what is this? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh no, it's missing a rhinestone. All right, starting off like this. I do not have my Presidium on. I am actually recording this in the middle of the night. I've had a very stressful week, and I needed some jewelry unboxing, so I don't have my Presidium on me. So let me see what this razor tag says. It says Italy 925. And then there is a thumb clasp. The thumb clasp also says 925. This is a small box chain. This is really pretty. It is open in the back, so it's either going to be cubic zirconias or real diamonds, and there is one missing right here. Okay, future Marilyn here to do the testing. I have separated these because this is perfectly good 19.5-inch box chain that is vermeil, and this is, I believe, vermeil, but it has some missing cubic zirconias. There's one here and here. We will test this on the Presidium. Let me turn that on. I put it here, but I didn't turn it on. Okay, so let's scratch it here. It's a small thumb clasp. Let's see. The thumb clasp says 925. And here's the chain, because there is somebody who did ask that when I do my testing, that I do show the chain separately. So there's our 3. And all 3 are sterling silver, okay, with a gold over, so it is vermeil, okay. But like I said, I did separate this out because somebody might want the chain, and there is missing stones, so I'm going to sell them separately. But it is sterling silver, so it can be melted down. All right, here is the Presidium warmed up. And calibrated. Okay, that goes all the way over to the diamond line. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Let's see what the center one is. Okay, the larger one is just a cubic zirconia, and the tiny little ones they're so small. I'm just going to sell this as sterling silver vermeil and cubic zirconia. I know it went up, however, it's not consistent, and I don't feel secure enough saying it is for sure diamonds, so I'm going to say it's cubic zirconia. So that's what it is. And on this one, I'm going to say, because it is missing the 2, I'm going to say for the evil eye, I'm going to say, and remember it is sterling silver, so I'm going to say very easy to take this to a jeweler and have those 2 replaced. I'm going to say let's do $8. And on the 19-inch box chain with a thumb clasp, I am going to do $32. Here we have a gold tone bangle. I think what I'm going to do is put the bangles over to the side in case we find matching ones. And I'll also do that with the earrings. All right, we have a gold tone necklace, large lobster clasp, and what is this? Spiderweb maybe? I'm not sure. What do you think it is? All right, so it's an open chain with an extension, no name. It is 16 inches with an additional 3-inch extension,
But I mean, it's really a cool piece. It is magnetic. So I'm going to say let's do $5. All right, we have a bolo. This is just like a nylon braided silver tone ball. And these are, let's see, it's 32111132. Is it some kind of Morse code? I'm not sure. It's not magnetic. I do have my assets, so, and it's turning blue. So we have our first piece of sterling. Nice. So this is just a sterling silver dots and dashes bolo bracelet. This adjustable. And I'm going to say, the lighting is driving me insane again. Oops. So this is what it looks like. So I'm going to say, let's do $10. Pair of earrings. There's a knot. That's pretty. It's some stars. No open back, so that tells us it is rhinestones, but it is a bejeweled star with two solid stars, and then silver tone Rolo chain, lobster clasp. It is not marked. It is magnetic. It is 20 inches with a 2-inch extension, and I'm going to say let's do $5. Then we have silver tone and a little 3 hearts. It's 3. Let me see if it's marked. Definitely prong set. The thing that's catching it is the little jump ring. So let's test the other parts. That's brassy. That is silver with a copper base. And the chain is a copper base. So it is cubic zirconias, I'm going to guess. It is 18 inches, and I'm going to say let's just do $6 for the little cubic zirconia heart. We have a bolo threaded bracelet with, it feels like a real pearl, okay? It does have some scratches I can see, so it needs to be, you know, you can rub some of those scratches out if their surface has a beautiful luster to it. I'm going to say let's do $6 for the pearl. This is pretty. This is antique brass with some like brass tone, or this antique copper with brass tone beads. These are glass, beautiful faceted, nice and heavy. It is 18 inches with a 2-inch extension. That is a beautiful. And on this one, I'm gonna say, let's do $8 on that one. We have a flat chain. Let's see if it says anything. Generally gonna find it's saying something right here if it does, but I don't see anything on that. It is a lobster clasp. It is slightly magnetic. It is a flat lay with the extension. Let's do it without the extension. It is 13 inches without the extension with a 3-inch extension. And on this one, I'm gonna say it needs to be wiped down. I'm gonna say, beautiful piece. I'm gonna say, let's do $6. Then here's another one. Lobster clasp, gold tone. This one has a different tone to it, kinda. It's a little bit more, I'm gonna say rose gold, but not. Okay, it is 15 inches with a 3.5-inch extension. Again, very beautiful. And I'm gonna say, let's do $7 on that one. Now this is very pretty. Let's see if I can find a name first. Okay, so we have this large thumb clasp. Right there, it says 14K. Really? Because this is pretty gorgeous. Look at that. It's a key and then a lock sideways and then 3 chains. This moves. I have to do some research on this one. That is so pretty. All right, let's test it. That's the clasp. And let's do the lock. $14 gold, acid. I can already tell that's gonna hold with no problem. That's why these boxes are impossible to get. They are impossible. Like I said, before I got this box, it had been, I got a couple boxes around the same time. But before that, it had been a year. So, I mean, it's hard to get the ThredUp boxes, DIY boxes. I don't look that often, but when I do, I don't see them too often. I'm going to put this over to the side, do some research, and let you know. It's definitely 14 karat. Amazing. Yay. This was worth doing in the middle of the night. I wanted to entertain myself, and I'm entertained. How about you? Are you entertained? All right, this is an open-ended, very nice chain. It has these gold tassels, and then you have this rope chain that's very nice quality. It is 38 inches, not including the tassels, and then the tassels are 3.5 inches. And on this, let's see, is it magnetic? It is. I'm going to say let's do $10. All right, we have a hematite necklace with these really nice needles that lay down. There's nothing broken. Then it has the little pearls, hematite pearls. And then it has, this is half of a fish hook and then just a hook. So I'm going to sell this as needing a repair, and this is just going to be $1. Oh, well, that's much prettier on that side. We have very nice, nothing missing. We have black rhinestones that are faceted, and then hand-tied faceted beads, and then a tag that says Monet. I have never seen this. It's a little lobster clasp. Isn't that pretty? It's gunmetal. That's gorgeous. And it's Monet. It is using a extension right now. It is 18 inches, and then the drop on it is about 1.5 inches. That is pretty. I don't see anything missing, so I'm going to say $12 on that. I love it. Okay, we have another bolo bracelet. Isn't that pretty? Let's see if we find a name or anything. These, a lot of times you'll find a tag or something on the balls at the end. So you want to look all over. Let's see if it's magnetic. It's a beautiful cubic zirconias. It is magnetic. I like that. And I'm gonna say let's do $10 on that. That is gorgeous. Oh, this is a pen. Look at that. Little faces. And then like snakes with little faces. This is like ceramic, and it's a little pen bag. Oh, I love that. I might do some research on this. That's cool. Okay, Okay, what this is a vintage ceramic Celtic creature brooch, interlocking serpents or snakes with cat-like faces, a pen. They're calling it a bar pen. It's actually vertical, so it's not a bar pen. They're asking $29. Ours is just brownish and blue, right opposite of their colors. So on ours, I'm gonna do, I wouldn't say those are cat faces, I'd say those were faces. Let's do $12. All right, this is a large lobster clasp. It's a little tangled. I'm just trying to untangle it a little. There, got that one. It has an extension. Right now, it is set at 20 inches. They look to be about the same. These are like frosted. Are these glass? This is molded. This is metal. It's definitely glass. I think you have a bunch of different things here, but they're all like glass or metal or acrylic beads. And on this one, I'm gonna say let's do $7. Interesting. We have a rose gold chain, a Rolo chain with an extension. It is 18 inches with the extension. It is magnetic, so we're just going to do $3. We have a Hansa on a threaded rope that is, let's see if it's still, yeah. You can pull it apart, you know, make it longer. Somehow. There. Just have to pull it up. But it's just a Hansa and a beautiful bead. Let me look at this a little closer, see if I can tell what it is. Oh, that's pretty. I think it might be a jasper bead. It's nice. Let's see if the Hansa is magnetic. It is slightly. So on this one, I'm gonna say let's do $6. Nice. We have turquoise. Might be sterling. Let's check it out. It has a barrel clasp. And turquoise beads. Turquoise beads and sterling silver. These are sterling silver beads. These are sterling silver beads. This is not sterling silver. It is a barrel clasp. It is 16 inches. For the sterling silver 16-inch turquoise, I'm going to say let's do $15. All right. Lobster clasp. Tag. Hang tag that says Coldwater Creek. Okay, and it's twisted a little bit. Let's untwist it. I love when they have hang tags. Tells us exactly what we got. Okay, this hat needs to be untangled, but there's a lot of beads here. And they're glass. They're beautiful. It is, as I said, Coldwater Creek. And you have these gray and clear and pink glass beads and seed beads. And somebody has twisted them up a lot. So you just gotta work it out. I might be able to work some of it out. So it's like so. Need some more. But it's pretty. So on the Coldwater Creek, I'm gonna say, let's do $12. No hang tag on this lobster clasp. Gunmetal, it looks like. Well, isn't that pretty? Let's go out a little. So this is fabric. No, this is threads here. And it does look like some of them are pulled. And then there's some, I'm going to say these are marquee shaped. And they're all little, like beaded. And they all look like they're there. So on this one, with a long extension, is 20 inches. But with the threading, I'm just going to say $5 on this. This is green. It isn't, but a couple little pulls, but it looks really nice. So I'm just going to say $5 on that one. All right, this one, faux pearl. No clasp. And then a chain tassel. It is completely faux pearl. It is 26 inches with the tassel being additional 4 inches. I'm going to say $5 on that one. Faux pearl has hair. I removed that, so it's not extra. Might be another one. So it's a faux pearl stretch, white. I'm gonna say $1. This one has no name. It is a lobster class silver tone. Is it silver tone or gold tone? I'm not sure. It looks like it's silver and gold tone. And then it has silver, gold, and copper tones. And 3 strands that hang down. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's do $5. This is some type of pen. It's a mermaid. We'll see if we get something that goes with. That's pretty. Let's see if all the rhinestones are here. It is. It's stretch. Very pretty. I think these are supposed to be gold tone, and the rest of it is silver tone, and the rhinestones are clear. As I said, it is stretch. I'm going to say $5. Okay, we have a spike bracelet. The shortest it can be is 7.5 inches, and the longest is 8.5. This is faux leather, and I'm gonna say let's do $5. It's in good condition. All right. We have waxed thread, lobster clasp, silver tone with an extension. And it could be a real pearl. It feels like a real pearl. Using the extension, it is 15 inches. And I'm just gonna say $2. Okay, let's see, what do we got? All right, we already had one similar to this. This one is silver tone, and then it is a small little heart with 3 little cubic zirconias. This one is super short. It is 14 inches, snake chain, and I'm gonna say let's do $5. This one is a station chain with a lobster clasp, silver tone with a long extension. It is only 12 inches with a 4-inch extension, and this one is magnetic, and that's going to be $5. And this one, lobster clasp, gold tone, and then these gold tone bars. And this one is not magnetic. So let's test this one. This is the lobster clasp and the chain and the bar. I'm going to test the bar because it is a gold. That is 10 karat there, but it's fading, so we don't need to do any more. So this one is 12 inches with a 3-inch extension, and that one's going to be $5. I think this one might need a little bit of work, but it's pretty. It has no name. Silver tone. Let's see. It connects somewhere around in here. Something's missing there. So this is just going to be $1. All right, this one has some missing stones, and I know I've already seen one. And it's got a lot of missing stones in here. So this one's just going to be $1. This hang tag says, what does that say? Mestige? Not familiar with that. It is a lobster class, silver tone, snake chain, and then this long drop with a large cubic zirconia rhinestone in it. The chain is a snake chain, 18 inches, with a 3-inch extension. Not magnetic. Has copper in it. So on this one, I'm gonna say, let's do the $6. We have a ring, very pretty. It's a crescent and a stone. That's an interesting stone. I might put this one back for tomorrow to test the stone. Let's see if it's magnetic. That is gorgeous stone. Not magnetic. I'm looking for a name now. I don't see anything, but that is a very cool. All right, let's see. That's 10 karat. That's 14 karat. And that looks like a rock crystal, possibly. And it's adjustable. It's holding. Right now it is set at a 7.5. It has a hammered band. So it's still holding. So as I said, I'm going to put this over to the side. And gosh, I like that. That is unique. I'm going to put this over to the side and we're going to test this stone and give you more information. Nice. We might just have 2 pieces of gold. Oh, this is cute. All right, it's knotted. All right, we have antique brass tone lobster clasp. We have, aren't those cute? We have a little bee. We have a flower. These are like ceramic, a yellow flower, an iridescent pink, and a leaf, and then a locket. We'll be friends forever, won't we, Pooh? Asked Piglet. Even longer, Pooh answered. Oh, that is so cute. It's Winnie the Pooh. All right, I gotta look this one up and then I'll put a price on the screen. This is just too sweet. This is an artisan piece, and somebody put the Pooh references on the inside. That is adorable. There is a little ding on the back, but it does have this little bee and these little flowers and the little leaf. It is 22 inches, and the locket itself is about 1.5 inches. And I'm gonna say, and it's just like a brass tone. And I'm gonna say, let's do $12 for the Pooh and Piglet locket. Sweet. All right, we have stretch pearls. These are beautiful. These are glass stretch pearls that, when not stretched, they're 16 inches. Those are beautiful. And I'm gonna say, let's do $10. Those are nice. What is this? This is cute. So we have glass and a heart, glass, a star, a flower, a key, a horn, what is that? A coin of some kind. Is it a belt or something? Turns out this is custom fashion 65-inch silver cord girl's charm necklace. And somebody has it listed for $11. We're just gonna do $3 on ours if anybody's interested. This is definitely leather. Snap bracelet, one size. It is size 6 3/4. Braided leather, and this is turquoise. That is nice. On this one, I'm gonna say let's do 15. And then on this, it's a necklace that this moves. It's like a zipper. Lobster clasp. It is 13 inches with an additional 3 inches. That's gonna be $1. This one says Etika. Let's put it over the side to see if we find this missing star. White stretch pearls, bracelet, $1. We're going to put this over to the sides. That is not magnetic, but it's like discolored, so it is a size 7 1/4. It's discolored, so I'm just gonna do $1. Earring, earring, earring. All of a sudden we get a bunch of earrings. All right, this no name silver tone lobster clasp. It's rhinestones and tassels. I don't see anything missing. It does have a extension, and it is 20 inches, and then additional 4.5 inches. It's very pretty. And I'm gonna say, let's do $6. This is cute. This is like a balloon dog. It's signed a lot on the back. See, it says 925 in China. Okay. And then the lobster clasp says 925. Both are gold tone. So it is vermeil. With a cable chain. Actually, it's a square cable chain. That's very cute. All sterling silver. Let's see how long the chain is. It's 18 inches with the extension. That is so stinking cute. Let's do $18. Lobster class silver tone. These are I'm going to say they're acrylic. You've got this faceted acrylic piece. It's actually very pretty. Let's get that untangled right there. Isn't that pretty? Has an extension. Using the extension, it's 20 inches with an additional 1.75 inches. And on this one, I'm going to say let's do $8. Oh, this is pretty. Very pretty. This has a K. This is like a crystal. This feels really nice. This says 925.
I'm gonna have to look at this closer tomorrow when I'm more awake. And just be sure, this could be Waterford the way it looks, but it might not be, but I want to be sure. This is a beautiful French rope chain with a thumb clasp. It is 20 inches, and then the crystal is from the bail 2.5 inches, and it has a beautiful K etched into it. That is gorgeous. Let me do a little bit of research on this one, and I'll put it back on the screen tomorrow. But oh, let me go ahead and do a scratch for you. I know this one's sterling just from the feel of it. Clasp, chain, bail. There you go. And we'll have more information. Oh, this is pretty. Iridescent stretch bracelet, tight stretch, purple. There is a couple pieces of hematite that's magnetic. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's do $3. We have a memory wire faux pearl, actually on a gold tone wire, really nice. And on this one, I'm gonna say, let's do $5. Gunmetal, no missing little Rivolis. And I'm gonna say, let's give you a size. It's 9 inches. And I'm gonna say, let's do $5. Lobster class, gold tone, no name. Let's do $5. Gold tone, vintage lobster class gold tone with white acrylic beads that are kind of tied at the end. Let me see if they're tied. No, they're not tied. There's just a lot of them. 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. 32 inches, and I'm gonna say let's do $6. We've got a choker that has a real, I'm not sure if that's real. I should know a shell, shouldn't I? I think it's a real shell. On this lace, it is homemade, I believe, 13 inches with a 2-inch extension. And I'm gonna say, let's just do $1. Oh, that's cute. It's a little bow. And it says something on this hang tag. I'm gonna have to research this one. I know this, but I can't think of it right the minute. CY and this bow.
I'm going to put this over the side and research it and bring this back. Oh, I like this one. Look at that. This is J. Crew with the Senorita clasp. There's a little darkening back here, okay? But this is spectacular with those purple opalites and then these brass like bars hanging down. It is 18 inches with, I'm gonna say, a 2-inch extension. This is fabulous. I'm gonna say let's do $12. Love that. Oh, look at this. This is vintage. All right. This would be so good for Labor Day coming up. Look at this. These are just really cheap beads, okay? They are little faceted plastic beads, red, white, and blue on these little caps. They're silver tone caps with a brass large thumb ring, and it is a whopping 24 inches. I love this. I'm gonna say let's do $5 and get that in somebody's hand by Labor Day. And this hang tag says Lulu's. Do we know Lulu? I do not know Lulu. Do you know Lulu? I think I'm getting punchy and I should take a break for the night, right? Okay, why are we wrapped around that? Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we have 3 chains. We have a large chain length, and then we have this square box chain, and then we have this French rope chain. It is a lobster clasp with an extension. That's a ring not supposed to be in there. It is 16 inches with a 3-inch extension. And all right, we have another glass stretch necklace. This one's also 16 inches. This one's smaller than the other one. So on this one, I'm gonna do just $6. This says Pray For Us, and it's a St. Christopher gold tone. It's enamel St. Christopher. Gold tone chain. The chain is 22 inches, and I'm gonna do just $4. We have a little feather. I'm gonna guess these are cubic zirconias. Yeah, they're magnetic. It is adjustable. Right now it is sitting at a 6.5. It is a little discolored right here. And on the little leaf, I'm gonna say, let's do $5. This is fabulous. This is stretch, gold tone. I'm gonna do $5. This is shell. I love it. Multiple colors. It's a little starting to fray right here where it's tied off, but I'm gonna do $3. We have a few of these, so I'm putting those over to the side. This says White House Black Market. It is in gunmetal, lobster clasp. These are fabulous. Oh, there's one missing rhinestone there. That's it. But it is missing. So unfortunately, I'm just going to do $1 on that one. We have some black painted wood beads. $1. All right. That's the end of the bag. Okay, I think somebody has, I have no idea. This is coming off. This is red and blue thread on a chain. Then you got some pom-poms. Then you have these blue tassels that are starting to fray. And then you have some red beads down here. So I'm just going to say $1 for this. Then we have very cool, another one, red, white, and blue. It is silver tone lobster clasp with an extension. It is, again, another one perfect for Labor Day. 18 inches with a 3-inch extension. I'm going to say $5. This says Jones, New York, which is a designer brand. It does have some discoloration on the gold disc. It is adjustable. The longest it can be is 19 inches. But you see where I mean the discoloration on the back of the gold tone. So I'm going to say let's do still beautiful. This could be redipped or shined. So I'm going to say let's do $6. We have silver tone lobster clasp. These triangles in blue and silver. No name, but they're cute little flags. It is, I'm going to say 19 inches. Oh, no. 18 inches with a 3-inch extension. Let's do $5. This is actually very pretty. This is seed beads and shells, and it's a memory bracelet, like so. It's very pretty. It's some blues and greens, and black and purple. I'm gonna say let's do $6. Okay, a rose gold long necklace that has these 3 levels. It has these like leaf things. There's no name. Lobster clasp. The shortest one is 20, medium 26, and the longest 34. And on that, I'm gonna say let's do $6. Okay, this has come apart. Let's put that back together. Sometimes you just need tools. Okay. So, very pretty. This is a J. Crew Senior class, excellent condition, gold tone, and it's faux pearl. But check out these beads in the center. Just checking to be sure nothing's missing. Yeah, they're all there. Very pretty. It is long, no extension. It is 40 inches. And I'm gonna say, let's do 15 on that J. Crew. Nice. We have a rubber chain with a yin and yang. Guess it's a little box. Maybe it's a locket, I just can't get it open. And on this one, I'm gonna say, let's do $5. I think this goes to another, this is an earring pieces. I think this is an anklet, lobster clasp, gold tone, not magnetic. That has copper in it. And so does that. It is 8 3/4 gold tone beads. And I'm gonna say, let's do $6. Okay, let's get back to this. This is very pretty and interesting. I just really am not sure about it. Okay, it is a stretch bracelet. This feels very resin-y. Okay, and I mean, when you look close at something that's like cinnabar, okay, cinnabar is layers of lacquer, all right, and this is not that. So this is supposed to resemble a cinnabar. This is the healthier way to wear it for sure. This is definitely old. The stretch is starting to, like, shred a little bit, but it is got good stretch. And I'm gonna say, let's do, I saw one of these online for 21 and change, so let's do $12 on that one. Now this is, according to what my research found, surprisingly, this is an Anthropologie chunky, colorful beaded bracelet. These are glass, from what I can tell. And there is some, it needs to be wiped down, but it's supposed to look like it's banded. It's supposed to look like gemstones, but it's not. But it's very cool. It is in a gold tone. It's got really super tight stretch. It is selling for $29.25 online. And I'm going to say, let's do $9. I love this green and blue, but it's mainly green with two blues and different shades of green. Nice. Now this one's jasper, okay? I believe. Or what is that called? The green and purple. I will look it up and put it on the screen. But it tests up in definitely that area. So I will put the gemstone on. Great tag stretch to it. It is definitely a gemstone with the purple and the green. Beautiful. Love it. And let's do $10 on that one. Now these, I believe, I'm not even sure. Okay, but I think these two go together because they are an antiqued brass, and then it's got the same beading that the cross does. This is a little brighter than this. So I guess what I'll do is I'll sell them separately, and if you want them both, you can get them both. So this looks kind of slightly more fall colors, okay? And this one, I'm going to say, let's do, beautiful, nothing missing, antiqued brass tone. And I'm going to say $7 on the beautiful cross. And on the chain, antiqued lobster clasp with an extension. It is 20 inches with a 2-inch extension. And I'm going to say, let's just do $6 for the beaded necklace. Now, this is the extras that we have. Oh, one thing I want to show you, okay, this. Last night when I was going through this, I was thinking that this was going to be just an artisan piece. It's not. I was shocked. It is, let's see what it says again. It is sold. Is it sold? No, this one's not sold. This one on Etsy, and it goes through the bullet. This is just a bullet casing, 357 Magnum. This is just a spent casing. And they've taken these casings and they've put a rainbow titanium crystal into it and put it on. The one online looks like it's just a brass chain, and this one's just somebody has changed it to a longer chain. This chain is 30 inches and they're charging $35. Isn't that crazy? Well, on this one, see how the crystal's a little crooked? And it's like that online. Let me show you. All the ones that I found online, the crystal is not in the greatest condition either. And they're all asking these, $20, $30. So what I'm gonna ask for ours with a much nicer chain, I'm gonna ask, let's do 15. Okay, these are our pieces that we have put over to the side. So let's see if we have any matches on the bangles first. All right, there's an extra one, but we'll do that one in a second. Let's see if any of these match. That is a gigantic earring. That does not have a match. Okay, these. Trying to match them up. Those definitely go together. Let's see. There's a lot of them, huh? Those three go together. Let's see if any of these say anything. I don't see any writing on the inside. And they are all magnetic. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's different. All right, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. And they are different. Let me show you. 4. Okay, these 4 match. Okay, they are, let's go closer. These are like a almost hammered look to them. These are a size 9. And on these 4, with that hammered look, we're gonna do $2. Now these have like a ropey edging. There's 3 of them. These are 9 inches also. Magnetic also. These 3 are going to be $2. And these are textured with a roping. Now this one is really pretty. Magnetic, just crisscross design. 9 also, and that one's going to be $1. These 2 are gorgeous. These are magnetic. These have smooth centers and dotted edges. Magnetic. These are going to be $1 for these 2. And then we have 3 smooth ones. All 3 magnetic. Size 9. And the 3 of those are going to be $1. If you want them all, let me know and I'll give you a little better price. So that's just a hoop. Now this one is not magnetic. This is handmade for sure. It's copper. It is a size 7.5. And we're gonna do just $1 for that one. All right, this is our bits and pieces. This one, we did not find that star, unfortunately. So that's just gonna be $1, and it says Etika. We didn't find anything to match the mermaid, and I think that looks like Serafina. I don't think it says so, but that does look like the Serafina mermaid. So that's going to be $1. This is a brooch. But these are a little magnetic, and that's just gonna be like an artisan piece, I guess. And I'm gonna say, let's do $1. This is signed on the bag with a mark. Let's see, did that? No match on that. All these bits and pieces, there is no matches on. So let's see if there's anything that's, this is magnetic. It's not. These match, but one is gold and one is silver. Okay, all these pieces are magnetic, so I'm going to put these all in a bag. If anybody has the matches to those, I'm going to sell these all in one bag for $2. $2. All right, let's test these real quick. These three are copper. This is a gold color, so let's test that one. That's 10 karat. And it disappears right away, so we know that that is just gold tone. So those three pieces are going to go in the bag also with the single pieces. Now I'm going to test these two with the key gold tester real quick. Okay, here's the key gold tester. Every time you turn this on, you have to calibrate it with 18 karat gold, yellow gold. You don't have to press hard. You just have to put the probe on the gold and be sure, let me do this with the right hand. Be sure that the probe is on there when you have it set in the center of the 18 karat. Okay, so then we're done with the calibrating. So first off, let's see if the little ring is gold. When I tested it, it did say that it was 14 karat gold. And when I put the probe on it, it also says that it's 14 karat gold. This is marked to 14 karat gold. And it goes right to the 14 karat gold. And I just want to, because there's so many elements on here, I just want to be sure each are the 14 karat. That's kind of a chunky piece to, let's do it with that. Yeah, the whole thing is shaping up. Alrighty. Pretty cool, huh? All of that is 14 karat gold. So the first thing I do is turn it off because I don't want to ruin my batteries. You have to put the cap on because it dries out enormously fast. I also put it back in the plastic bag just to be sure that it stays moist, and then put my caps back on. I'm pretty excited to have 2 pieces of 14 karat gold in this box. Let's weigh it just so we know. And at this time, I am not really selling gold because it is going up still pretty quickly. The ring is 2.1 grams. The bracelet is 5.9 for a total of 8 grams of gold in this box. I think gold right now is somewhere around $60. Nice. That's crazy. And again, that's why I say these boxes are impossible to get. Okay, so let's see if this is possibly a rock crystal. And it goes up to the quartz line. So I do believe it's a rock quartz. Alrighty. Let me see if there was any stones in here. There are 2 tiny little stones. One, it's probably going to be too tiny. So maybe they might be tiny little topaz. And then there's one right in the center here. And that was just cubic zirconia. Okay, so there we know there. This is a Waterford piece that I do know. I did look that up. And it is crystal. So there you have it. What an interesting box. We did have quite a bit of sterling in this box. We had this gold, we had sterling silver, we had this sterling silver, we had this sterling silver, we had this Monet, just really nice pieces. We had this was also sterling silver. So as usual, ThredUp did not disappoint. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with us, and we will see you on the next one.